Okay, so I have, as a performer and as a singer, I have I think I talked about this when I came to your Toastmaster club. So we can talk about this and we can all do it together. I envision with my body that I want to stand poised but not stiff. Poised but not stiff. This is stiff, right? This is sloppy. This is scrunching, right? I got my backpack on. I'm really cool. Okay, that's not good. So poised means that I'm aware of how my body lines up. I'm aware that my feet are connected to the floor, my terra firma, the ground, and not on my toes, and not turned like this, not like that. Remember how I talked in the Toastmaster? I know that I talked about this, okay? So I like to teach for my singers a slight V, and then whichever they're comfortable with, one foot slightly in front of the other, because it helps me to remember to line up my spine like a plumb line. Do you know what a plumb line is?
Yes.
When somebody is doing carpentry, they'll have a stick or they'll have a string that's got chalk on it, and they'll attach it to the two ends of the thing that they want to be straight, and they'll flick the string to make a mark on the board or whatever it is, and that's called a plumb line. In other words, it makes it plumb, and then there's a word that has 4 or 5 different meanings. Plum is a fruit. Plumbing is the stuff in your house that takes care of water, right? In this case, it's a word that's actually in the Old Testament of the Bible. It's called, that's where it comes from, and it means to make a straight line. Okay? So, everybody should be thinking about how their plumb line looks. And another way I describe it is, sorry, for some reason I have a drip. Sometimes when I'm really tired and I'm drinking too much coffee, it produces a bunch of garbage. Anyway, so another way I like to think of myself being poised is if there's somebody much larger than me that has me as a marionette. Do you know what a marionette is? It's a puppet where all the parts of the puppet are attached to a string. And so somebody picks it up off the floor and it just dangles. And I actually like that thought also. So I think of myself as and that helps me to stay loose. So I'm on my terra firma, my feet are slightly apart, and one of them is slightly ahead of the other one, all right? And I think of being flat on terra firma, so I just leaned back a little bit to make sure that I can feel my heels touching the ground behind me, or touching the ground underneath me. And then I think about being straight, like this plumb line, or the marionette thing, all right? So, everybody put down your stuff. And we did this at Toastmasters. So let's begin like this. Let's put our feet perfectly together, and everybody scrunch down like this. Okay. Now, when I say go, we're going to move to the angled position with our feet slightly apart, and think about the plumb line. And go. Wow. You should see you. You should see you. Back to the scrunch. Feet together. And go. Wow. Really, 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 really good. Okay? A few of you just look miraculously different. So that's where I would begin with stage presence. That's where you start. Now when you give it, you can sit down. Now when you give a speech, you're going to be walking around, right? Right. So you have to remember to a bunch of things. If you're a person who slouches, then you have to be thinking about just, I love to talk about this with my voice students. When you perform, I tell them to think about their chest entering the room before anything else. Yeah. So, shoulders back, chest is coming into the room first. I should bring my 36-year-old son. He's 6'7½", and he is so erect, so beautifully poised all the time. He has I forget what the word is called. It's in my wife's genes. It's in her family, where the shoulders. It's a medical term. Where the shoulders slouch, and the neck goes like this. Her mom had it really bad, and my wife's got it. And my son, I forget what it. There's a word for it. Somebody teaches nursing. You teach nursing?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Kyphosis?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So it's in my wife's side of the family. And Nicholas started getting it because he's so tall when he was like 16 or 17 years old. And he saw it and he goes, oh my gosh. And he literally changed his body just by doing what we're doing here today. You would never know that he has the propensity, that he has my wife's body build. He's got her same bone structure, but he has completely fought against it. You would never know it to see him. He walks in a room like this. He's so proud and so, not arrogant. Well, he is arrogant. But that's a whole other margarita, right? Okay. It's really amazing. So that's what I want you to think about. You come up to give a speech. So if I come in like this, all right, you might not think about it. You might not go, oh, this is going to be a bad speech. He's not really taking this seriously or whatever. But if I come in the room like this, hi, everybody. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
It commands your attention, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. It's about command in the very best sense of the word. Okay? So, let's have a practice session. Michelle, you're first. Come on up and give us your best posture.
My best posture. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Where are you going like this? What is this? Do it again. Do it again. I want you to don't go back and do it seriously.
Okay.
Pretend that this is your workplace and you have a very, very important meeting and you have to discuss something rather urgent with your employees.
Can I smile?
Don't ask me a question. I don't. No.
You're the CEO, right?
Yes, I am. And you're fired. Because you're a strange foreigner. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't smile.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi.
Okay, no, that's not how our feet are going to be. Remember? Slightly
All
more.
right, this.
Very good. Okay, does that feel weird?
Yeah.
You're normally more slouched than this, and this
Right.
looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Chia, you're next.
I passed.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You did good. Okay, come in and show us your best command.
Hi, everyone.
Good, excellent. All right, next, Justine.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so she kind of had this model thing going on.
I love that.
And then she went like this, and she did like the teenage when they take their pictures, what is it with the girl? They're always cocking their heads. What is that? I have a student who's Mac would laugh so hard if he was here because he's gay and most of his friends are in New York. He's on Broadway, and he can act straight when the money's there for the role. But he's constantly taking. I go, Mac, can you just take a normal guy picture? No, I can't. And he goes like this.
Hi, everyone.
Good, much better. Okay, next. Yep, you. There's nobody else sitting there. Strike a pose.
Hi, everyone.
Very good, awesome. Next. Well, you're a yoga instructor. No, you. Yeah, you have amazing posture. We want to see a command. Command my attention.
Hi, everyone.
Very good. Okay, next. Awesome job.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Good. Excellent. Back row. Command the scene. Be in charge. Show people that you're the CEO. No, what is that?
Special CEO.
Yeah, special, really foreign.
Commander in charge.
Stalin's coming in the room.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Okay, good. What about this?
We don't put them
Relax. Good. Try it again. You don't have to say anything. Just walk in and like you're in charge.
I don't have a place
Very
to put
serious.
my hands. Yeah.
Just put them down. You're doing it again. What is that? Is she mean? Does she punch you a lot? I'm sorry?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Whoa!
All right,
Now we got the high voice. Yeah.
You will have trouble tonight.
Oh, she's in trouble.
No, he will have trouble tonight.
Oh.
No food, no champagne.
Okay, go. Serious.
Hi, good evening.
Hands. Just down. Very good. Okay. So that's something to work on. So everybody, last class next week, everybody be prepared to walk in and show me a command performance. Next. A command stage presence, excuse me. Excuse me. What's this? Not very well.
Hello, everyone.
What's A1?
Everyone.
Thank you. Louder.
Everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Why you gotta talk like that? You have to talk like that. He has to talk like that. It's on the video.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Everyone.
There, the V is a something.
Everyone.
V is a something that's really. I don't know what's up. Now everybody can be talking like Chinese. Everyone.
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 The. Everyone.
Everyone.
Very good. You're last. I mean, we save the best for last.
Oh my God.
The real CEO.
Oh, she is a CEO.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Very good. Let's practice. So, stage presence begins when you come in the room. Here's the key, and I tell this to all my voice students. I tell this to my professional orchestra. I tell this to anybody that I'm coaching in a play or whatever. People see you before they hear you. When you all came tonight, you all complimented me, But really, this is my work clothes. My mom, when she was alive, she said, "Oh, you look so nice in your tuxedo." I go, "Ma, this is like blue jeans for me. This is my work outfit. This is a uniform, right? You equate tuxedo with something spectacular. And when you go to a symphony concert, you are going to see all the men in tuxedos. At our concert last night, I was in a state of shock at how many people came to a symphony orchestra concert dressed like this. A Christmas symphony concert. Most of the people were in blue jeans. I was like, really? Dear God in heaven, dress up. As a performer, I believe in dressing for success. Yeah. So, all right, let's continue. Is that helpful? Okay. So, when you I have to ask you something. This is going to be so weird. Well, maybe it won't be weird. Why are you all so smiley all the time? It's really hard for you to make a serious face. Is it because I'm funny? Oh, okay. Okay. You especially, you're always giggling. You must be a really happy person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I applaud that. Thank God for you. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a couple concerns. I don't know what you're doing in between classes. I hope that you're practicing in front of the mirror. The L, R, and how they're made. Some of the things that you have trouble with, you're using your jaw, and there's no jaw involved. There's no jaw involved in the L. It's just a tongue thing. L.
L.
So everybody make as big an opening as you can, and I'm going to show you what. My voice students, I have an exercise for them. It's to relax the tongue, and so it's okay, because the tongue is this huge muscle that goes down into our throat, and sometimes there are